guess. No. Unfortunately, that's probably not the case. So first checks, of course, check out my old work. So I kind of like coming back to the old cars I work on. We're gonna check out to see if anything I did maybe wasn't perfect. But I think it was. Remember that pulley issue we had? We'll verify that first. So this is the same car in the previous videos. Go down here. Oh yeah, it's solid. So every repair I had to do was perfect. Had a little issue with the pulley, but it was able. The reverse nipple. If you go back on my videos, it's got quite a bit of views. Actually came out perfect, and all the other pulleys I did seemed great too. Just verifying that first, you know. Always want to check over your old work. It's just smart to do. Yep, it's looking good, so I don't see any play in it. Well, it's very hard to get to, like I said, so of course that's going to be my first concern. I want to make sure I'm right on that, though. All right, so that's all set. Everything looks good on that for the most part. Let me just double check a little bit better because I can see. I haven't even plugged in my computer. That's next. So anyway, I wanted to get down there and just check that pulley out, see what we can do, but it's hard to see. So they all look good. Now I don't hear any rattling. It was definitely making a crazy rattling last time. I don't see any kind of markings on the belt that tell me, you know, something could be a problem. Well, all that looks well. So I did this guy too. It's all looking great. So all that looks well. Trying to smell. So somebody's cooking chicken. I can't smell. It smells good though. I don't smell any kind of mechanical burning. So let's see about the oil leak last time. I did do the CKP sensor on this guy as well. So let me see if I can get up underneath here and we'll check that guy out just for the heck of it. Kind of like return cars. Oh yeah, all this stuff's in my way, but can't even see if I wanted to. Let's see. Did have an oil leak last time. I didn't know that. See if it fixed itself at all. I'll probably see better. There we go. That's the CKP I did. Looks healthy. I don't see any type of major oil leaks. Really, it's hard to see. Let me see if I can zoom in. That actually help me either. If I can zoom in, it will help me see. Let's see if we can see any kind of new oil leaks. There was some oil leaking last time. That's a little bit, but it's leaking probably from the valve cover is what I'm assuming. Either way, I got that hooked back on. If you can see how I did that last time, you'd know. There is some new oil leaking. I think it could be a valve cover leak, but is that what's setting off the light? We're going to check it in 2 seconds. Or is that coming from that pan? I think she needs the oil pan for sure. Hard to say. A lot of times what'll happen is it'll leak from up top. Then you really don't know. So let's check up top. It's definitely got some leaking oil. I'll check the oil level and first plug up my computer. That's gonna be one of the first things I need to do. So having to take off 1,000 covers. This is gonna be the step one. Like I said last time, I don't know if I showed you guys completion. There's a lot of covers on this car. A lot of them. Is what it is. So, but I'm going to get in here and see what's going on from there, and then we'll go on and continue. But everything else, let's check out her oil cap. Some of the first checks I like to do before it gets real hot. Down in there, oil cap overall looks good. I put some really nice oil in here last time for, and I mean it looks pretty good. Always check the dipstick. I like to do all this stuff before we do any further checks. Yeah, this is that old Volkswagen. If you go back, you'll see it in the video. Nah, the heck. And of course, this guy. What's this? What the heck? I've never in my life. There we go. I'll always be gentle with these guys. You don't want to mess one of these guys, break one off. But no, looking good. I mean, I can wipe it and check it. Here's leaking oil. That's what concerns me a tad, but it's not really a huge concern. Let me wipe this off. And we'll check that out. Alright, I don't think that's going to be an issue, though. I just wanted to check it. Since I did do all this. I like to make sure my labor I did is up to par. And so far, so good. But I do want to see what that engine light is. Last time, it could have been an alternator issue. I'm going to double check that, too, as well with this computer. I'm going to show you what this computer can do. So anyway, wipe that stick pretty good. You can see. Wipe it good, and we'll check the oil level first. Right there, is it wiped? Now, what I like to do is this. Let me show you something. Get that oil out of the hole so I can actually get a good reading on this guy. So now that it's out the holes, yeah, you can see this. I'm gonna get a better view. You see right through the holes, you see? Well, one of the holes. Really, I can get some kind of cleaner if I have to, but it's not a huge deal. I just want to be able to see into the holes. And it probably ain't gonna happen, but this is, well, like I said, I can see through one of the holes. That's the main thing. I want to see where the oil's at now. We'll go back in and always make sure that stick's clean. I'm just tapping the oil out of the holes just in case, and we'll plug up that computer. So, let it set for a second. Back out we go. And we are looking good, even with a little bit of the drippage, so it's not leaking a ton. And she might have lost a tab, but not a lot. So, not bad. Maybe a tiny bit low, but that's to be expected from wherever she's leaking oil. So, let's plug up that scanner, and I'm going to finish figuring this out here. But this car does take a special type of oil, and it's not cheap. Let me look back here and see if we can see the valve covers it all. And just check them out and see if we see any kind of leak going down to the back. I don't know if y'all can see it all, but it's not easy to see, that's for sure. There's my camera end over there, so that might help me see. I'm hoping it will. Alright, so I don't see anything dripping down there. Really, but it's very hard to see. You can probably take the cover off, but I don't think I need to. I don't think it's valve covers. I think it's her. Check in there. I think it's going to be her. And be careful when you're doing this because you don't hit anything because I got the battery still hooked up. You may want to hook the battery, especially around this alternator. Do not hit that, wire or whatever you do, you'll regret it. Anyway, so looking good. I kind of want to, I'm going to end up probably checking it here eventually. I think she may have some kind of blowback going on, but I don't see any leakage up top that I can tell. Now down here, you have some kind of leak down here. What's going on? Y'all see that? So. Definitely something puddling. All right, so that could be coming from. That is another question I was having last time. So maybe, just maybe, it could be a valve cover leak. I don't know. It could be this one side. It definitely seems to be a possibility. Damn hoses in my way. It's not fun. But I can just get a better view. It would be nice. Okay, so way better view. Now, could just be, slow leak. It's not anything bad. Anyway, let me read this engine light. For now, I don't see anything major. I have a whole lot of time to play around today. I got work to do, but other jobs to do as well. Finish up today, but let's get it onto the computer. So I'm going to get this. Let's go ahead and start it. I like to run some live data while I'm doing it. We'll get this thing plugged in. Sorry, I'm a little big to squeeze up my heel. Hers was a funny spot, wasn't it? There it is. Okay. I forget. I work on so many of these different cars. Every car is at a location. Good. It's right up in here. These Volkswagen Jettas, 2.5 liters. This is more of the Canadian version, I believe. I want to say, but right up there. Can y'all see that? And we got it plugged up into that top corner, right up in there. They're facing the vehicle is right over there. We'll get a reading on it and see what we got live. So we have performance, malfunction, and cooling system. Maybe I can pull up my fix assist. So this is a vehicle. Okay, and we got automatic, of course. So, and yep, confirm it. All right, so this is what could be some of the options we have going on. I'm getting all this shut off for now. Either way, we could be these guys. So we're in the red, which is never good. It's definitely nothing from what I did last time. Could be the bottom pulleys, because I believe that may run around that water pump. We'll see in a second. Faulty coolant pump, faulty thermostat. Check for signal voltage and ground. These are just some options these Zurichs give you, which I do like. We'll give a shout out. Harbor Freight. This was a very nice tool. Worked very well for me. That was my fault. Let me go back, fix assist. Wrong button. I'm trying too much. Okay. Check harness for open or short. Check connector for damage. Faulty engine coolant temperature. ACT sensor. So, I may have to power probe this guy. But yeah, so that's kind of be expected. Let's freeze frame this thing. See, get it up to temp. So, you know what's so crazy is this reading. Let's see, that is saying 163 already. So I'm thinking she could have a bad wire connection to her ECT. If that's already at 163, I haven't barely ran the car. But it shouldn't move here in a few. So what I'll do, let me see if I can verify this. Engine coolant temp. So, I know that. Okay, either way. You're going to see this. It's kind of a glare. But either way, master flow. Let's see, TPS, air status is off. Hang on 1 second. I'm getting a little gas, see if that changes. Okay, air status. Anyway. Come here. Strange. Either way, ACU volts are putting out good load value. Okay, so that's what I'm kind of concerned about. So ambient air temperature should be close to the same as so 52. I'm just doing this so you guys can see everything. Intake, so it should be right about the same as ambient. Let me see. Go back. $43. All right. Anyway, that's not what I'm concerned about. I'm concerned about why this is doing this. Unless she's low on coolant, that's definitely a possibility. Or she does some issues with her other pulleys. But they don't sound bad at all to me. I think that was really good, actually, from the repairs from last time. They sound nice. No more ticking and talking and craziness. It sounds really good, though. I'm going to escape out of here in a second and read the real live data. This is live data. I believe that was set that triggered this guy. It's not, none of this is actually changing, which is strange. I think something's going on with the, I hope it's not wiring again. Anyway, I'm going to get a picture of these guys here in a second, but I got plenty of time, so I can't clear anything yet. All right, well, either way, I'm going to go ahead and do these checks over here. So this is what possibly could be it. I don't really pay attention to these, you know. She's not overheating. I did ask her. And that's the only code I have. So P2181 storage performance malfunction. So let me go ahead and finish diagnosing this. And basically what I'm going to have to do is first off, here's the two-belt system on this guy, and the water pump is going to be, give it a light real quick. It could be part of the lower belt, I believe. I'm going to be certain, though. Before I go there, I will read the live data. I did do the other car the other day, guys, and pretty cool. I didn't get a chance to film it, but I'll probably be going back. It was what I thought it was. So the water pump is on the lower belt, I believe. hard to see in here. Can't remember exactly, but I'm pretty positive. Yep, it's the outer lower belt. So, I believe. I mean, it's been a little while and it's tight. So, she was having issues with those pulleys. I do know that down there. She was having a lot of issues with these pulleys down here. So they're kind of loose. That could create this issue also. But all that leaking is not good. The good part is none of the old codes are back on that I worked on. So that check is good. Mainly I'm going to make sure we're not overheating. Make sure she's got good coolant in here, which I'm starting to worry about. Don't ever do this, by the way. Unless you're crazy. But I'm okay because, like I said, I am certified. I'm certified to undo hot stuff you shouldn't be doing. But I think her coolant could just be a dirty. It's hard to say. Dirty or low. So I'm going to have to let it cool down and I'm going to check her coolant. But I'm going to make sure we're not overheating first. Well, what I'm going to do, see, I unpressurize the system. That's why I did that. I want to see. I don't do that, please. I don't think it'll blow up on these guys. It will if it's super hot, maybe. It's not a good idea because this is a sealed system. And it will pressurize. I knew it wasn't that hot yet. So I'm going to check all of the fuses right quick with my power probe and let's go from there. My damn hands are numb. I know that. Sucks. Go ahead and get this battery top off and we'll start from there and checking fuses and we'll start rocking and rolling on this guy. I do want to read the live data before I do anything else further, but I do want to get all my fuse access so I can get to the. See how you undo this box? 2 clips there, pop. And we got all of our main fuses. Actually, I have a lot on me, but I will check over all of these if labeled. Of course not. It would be too easy. But hey, it's okay. So we're going to look at all these wires here. They all look okay. Check these fuses here. I might as well show you real quick if you want to see. But let me do my live data. I will show you a quick power probe. That never hurt to show. Always is helpful. So, live data. And we'll see if we got anything standing out. Okay. So, there we go. Live data again. 167 degrees Fahrenheit is the actual engine coolant temp. 162. Which was strange. That code triggered around on the freeze frame around 163, which is, I don't understand that. But she's dropping from 167 to 162. So that's really strange how they see the engine coolant temp, how that's just, there you go. It's really an unusual kind of fluctuation. So if we were to graph it, that's what I'm not getting. It's a pretty big difference just flicking back and forth. Now, it's not really huge. Something I don't like to see. I just like something could be maybe with the wire touching something or not quite right. Maybe thermostat getting hung a little bit, but it is a pretty significant, strange jump. So I'm thinking maybe it's that actual, I want to probe it back, of course, but usually they don't jump like that. You'll usually see it, fluctuate by a degree or two, but not back from, 62 to 63 to 69, back, jump down, up, down, up, down. So I think she could have a problem with that. If you look at this graph, that is definitely strange. And see it jump, boom, 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 boom. Usually, no. Every car is a little different, so don't get me wrong. I can't verify that 1,000%, but that is strange. I mean, it should be steadily going up in temp, and it's not. It's kind of sticking there. It's like the thermostat almost isn't working. Well, I shouldn't say not working, but her thermostat temp sensor. If you look on her vehicle, I'm getting the lights on so I can see it better. Temperature. Oh, sorry, my hands are so numb. It's just kind of staying right there in the middle. I wonder if shouldn't be right in the middle yet, I don't think. I just started the car and it hasn't been driven. I think it could be that temp sensor. Let me figure out all this and see what's going on with this strange graphing. And I will get back to you. But for those of y'all who have never seen me power probe, I will show you right quick how to do a basic power probe check. Just because I got a quick hot second and it doesn't take long. But I kind of never got to show y'all how I do this and never got to show anybody the other day. On the other car I power probed over to figure out it was his secondary injection, vacuum, air injection, vacuum pump. So I am going to show you now, if I can get my wires out of here, the concept in the best way I like to do it with the car. I don't tend to use the ground wires much. And of course, I lost my little tip. This is a great tool that you have. An awesome tool. Probably one of the tools I use the most. Not easy to use at all, but it's a great tool. Hang on a second. Turn that light off. How we all look into the trees. And let me see if I can focus a little better for you. There you go. All right. So I'm gonna hook this guy up, of course. Throw the battery first, and we're going to the ground right here. Ground wire. Oh, there goes the phone. And ground wire, and then to the positive. Then I can kind of get you back. All right. See that? Not bad, not bad. Don't want to get them too mixed up in there. All right, give me back the power cord. Okay. Now we can check it out. So basically, now what I'm going to do is just go over all these fuses. And actually, oh man, they make this thing a pain. I can't even get into these guys. There's big ones, but I can check it differently. I just want to double check, make sure I don't have any. Real quick, if you ever just want to do a quick check with a power probe, I find it easier. Do a quick run over like this to make sure nothing's blown. Either one of these being blown could cause issues. I'm also going to check all the power coming to the box and out from the box. That's the main thing I'm checking for now. Just tap it, and if this light is going to light up, and you know your fuse are good. If they don't light up, we got a bad fuse. Like right here, may have a problem. I can't, well, you got to get in there. There you go, good. Y'all see that? So we got power going all of these. Make sure you get it in a little hole, and you should have 14 volts on both sides. You'll have an open circuit, of course, if one is not, if you don't get that on both sides. But these all look good. I'm just doing a quick check. And you can visually check the bigger ones, of course. It has a light on the end, which is why I like my all-tile probes. And they all look solid. Nothing's blown, that's good. Finish doing these guys, but they look good. Man, I'm just going to check them just to do it. Always better to know than to guess. And always make sure they're tight too, because sometimes, low release fuse could do it. I think she may be low on coolant or needs some fresh coolant. Maybe. And then, more than likely though, the way that graph's looking, she's having a problem with her temp sensor, which I'm not sure of the exact location, but I will know in a second. I mean, all the connections up here look good, so they got us all solid. I'm gonna put out and check a battery with this guy as well. 14 volts running, that's pretty solid to 0 volts. You can also check relays. One day I'll show you that. You basically take the alligator clip on the bottom, put it on one side, and I'll have to show you sometime, but I don't have time right now. But I did want to check, you can also check some of the wirings. Let's say I want to check to make sure we've got good signals, which I'm just verifying. You can actually go into one of these wires, like this guy right here. We can check to make sure she's putting out the right, just real sharp end. There you go. Then good volts to our main power, which is red and black stripe wire, and it goes to, well, that's why I need a wire diagram, but I'll be able to check. Basically, this is how I know I've got power going from all these wires. It all should have some type of signal. Always be careful doing this, because like I said, you don't want to get too rough. Here could definitely cause a problem. Make sure we got nice clippage, nice inward action. Let's look for that thermostat while we're at it, but that's going to be most likely up in here. So I'm going to have to remove all this to get moving. But you got the basic idea. A little ticking coming from in here. I don't like that ticking, so we're going to have to get this guy looked at inside more. Let me go check that probe, and we'll go from there. But I will be back. I need to do this on my own. And like I said, it is going up, but it's still... It's just a strange jump. I don't understand that jumping like that. I don't like it really. See that 162, 172. It's like calculated load. Oh. Let me see. See? I don't know about that. I'm going to look for this temp sense, because I mean she's not really moving much. So I don't know. She may be overheating and not even know it. But either way, I will be back once I figure this thing out. So. Let me see. All right. Good luck. 2009 Volkswagen Jetta. Just a brief overview. And see if I can go do enhanced real quick too before I go. And anything additional. Okay, throttle control airflow. That was wondering why that throttle was funny. So throttle control airflow. Too low. At idle, too low. So the throttle control at the airflow. Okay, so that gives me a little bit more info. All right, let me, so it is in a minute like I told you. So that's why it's jumping like so strange. That's crazy. All right, let me get off here. So I'm going to have to use this camera, take some pictures of everything for the customer, but I will be back. And hopefully I have an update. Peace, good luck, and yeah, this shouldn't be too bad.